Your dog only gets a limited number of years with you. That is why small misunderstandings matter more than most people think. A lot of owners believe that if a dog allows a hug, then the dog must enjoy it. But allowing something and feeling comfortable with it are not always the same thing. And that difference is what this video is really about. For most people, hugging feels like one of the clearest ways to show love. You pull your dog close, hold it tightly, and bury your face in its fur. From the human side, it feels warm, affectionate, and intimate. It feels like a moment of closeness. But from the dog's side, the same moment can feel very different. Think about the last time you hugged your dog. You opened your arms, wrapped around its neck or shoulders, and probably saw it as a sweet moment. But if you replay that scene carefully, what was your dog's face doing? Did the body suddenly freeze? Did the head turn away? Was there a quick nose lick? Did you catch a wide eye with some of the whites showing? These details matter because they can tell a very different story from the one people usually assume. This is not about blaming owners. Most people are not trying to scare their dogs. They are trying to show affection. The problem is that humans and dogs do not always interpret physical closeness in the same way. In the human world, a hug often means warmth and reassurance. In a dog's world, being tightly held and losing the option to move away can feel like restraint. It can feel like pressure. It can even feel confrontational. What feels loving to you may not feel safe to your dog. 2. Why hugging is its biggest nightmare. That is why this misunderstanding is so important. Many dogs rely on distance to regulate stress. When they feel unsure, pressured, or uncomfortable, their first instinct is often not to fight. It is to move away. Space is part of how they protect themselves. So when a person wraps both arms around a dog and holds in place, the dog may lose the very option that helps it feel safe. This is not just an emotional interpretation. It is also consistent with what we know about canine behavior. Dogs are animals that use movement as a safety strategy. When that strategy is blocked, stress can rise quickly, even if the person means well. From the human side, the interaction looks affectionate. From the dog side, it may feel like being trapped inside someone else's idea of affection. Research supports this disconnect. Psychologist Dr. Stanley Coren reviewed 250 photos of people hugging dogs and looked at the dog's body language. In that set of photos, about 81.6% of the dogs showed signs associated with stress, discomfort, or anxiety, while fewer than 8% appeared genuinely relaxed. The exact number matters less than the pattern. A very large share of dogs do not seem comfortable when hugged, even when the humans clearly mean well. Once you understand that, many common signals become easier to read. Pinned back ears, a tense mouth, lip licking, looking away, a stiff body, and what many people call, well, I are not random expressions. They are often signs that the dog is trying to manage pressure. Many owners miss these signals because the dog is not reacting dramatically. It is not barking, snapping, or fighting to get away. It is simply getting very still. And that is often where the misunderstanding deepens. A dog that does not bite is not automatically a dog that is comfortable. Many dogs suppress their discomfort because they trust their owners, depend on them, and have learned to remain tolerant in human spaces. That tolerance can come from love. But love and enjoyment are not the same thing. A dog may endure a hug because of a relationship, not because a hug feels good. So no, this does not mean affection has to disappear. The point is not to stop loving your dog. The point is to offer affection in a way the dog can actually accept, instead of pushing it onto the dog and assuming the dog feels the same thing you feel. Once you make that shift, the entire relationship can soften. If this way of looking at dog behavior is helpful to you, you can like the video and subscribe. I want to keep making content that translates subtle dog signals into something owners can notice and use in daily life. If more people can learn to read those signals a little better, more dogs will feel safer at home. For the 3-second agreement rule. So what does a better approach look like? The simplest place to start is what I call the 3-second consent rule. It is not complicated, and it does not require any equipment. It just requires you to slow down and let the dog answer first. The next time you want to pet your dog, do not reach down from above and place your hand directly on top of the head. For many dogs, That movement carries too much pressure. Instead, offer the back of your hand, or even one finger, a few inches from the dog's nose. Then stop and hold still. Let the dog sniff. Let the dog decide whether it wants to move closer. If the dog leans in, steps forward, or gently presses toward your hand, that is a good sign. At that point, pet an area that tends to feel less pressuring, such as the chest or under the chin. Then count slowly in your mind. 1, 2, 3. When you reach 3, stop. That pause is the important part. It tells you whether the dog actually wants more contact or was simply tolerating what you initiated. If the dog nudges your hand again, leans in, or paws at you for more, that is useful information. It is the dog choosing to continue. But if the dog looks away, turns its body, or walks off, that is useful information too. It means the dog is done for now. That moment should not be read as rejection. It is clarity. It is the dog finally having room to answer a question that is usually answered for it. Do I want more of this right now or not? When the dog has a real choice, affection starts to feel different. It stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like an invitation. That change matters more than it may seem. A dog that sees you as someone who pauses, notices, and respects boundaries becomes easier to connect with. You become more predictable, easier to trust, safer to approach. Those are the conditions that make real closeness possible. Landing in its world. There is one more shift that can deepen this even further, and it has less to do with touch than with space. Try to picture the world from your dog's height. From that level, daily life is full of table legs, chair legs, moving feet, large bodies passing overhead, and voices coming from above. Humans are physically imposing in a dog's world, even when we do not mean to be. That is why height and position matter. A large figure standing over a dog can create pressure before any contact even happens. So if you want a more relaxed and unguarded kind of connection, sometimes the best thing you can do is make yourself physically smaller in the interaction. Sit on the floor, not to call the dog over, not to force a cuddle, just to share the same space without pressure. The next time your dog is resting quietly in the living room, sit a few feet away with a book or your phone. Do not say the dog's name. Do not reach out. Just be there. For many dogs, the moment you stop looming over them, the whole interaction changes. The dog that usually keeps some distance may begin to approach on its own. Sometimes it will come closer and gently rest its chin on your leg, not because it was asked to, not because it was cornered, but because the space finally feels easy to enter. That kind of closeness is different. You are not taking it. The dog is offering it. And that difference is at the center of everything in this video. Late understanding. A lot of people love dogs using a human script. We naturally want to express love in ways that make sense to us. More hugging, more squeezing, more visible affection. But dogs are not small humans in fur. They are animals living inside a human world filled with concrete, traffic noise, closed spaces, routines, and emotions they constantly have to read. They spend their lives learning how to live with us. They learn our tone, our habits, our moods, and our rules. And sometimes they also learn to tolerate forms of affection that do not feel good to them. So there is no need to sit in guilt over every hug you gave before you understood this. You were not trying to hurt your dog. You simply did not know how the moment might feel from the other side. But once you do know, you can do something better with that knowledge. Tonight, when you go home, try slowing down. Let your dog settle. Offer your hand and wait. Notice what happens when the dog is allowed to choose. If your dog moves toward you and places its head into your palm, that moment tells you something important. There's a real difference between contact a dog endures and contact a dog chooses. Once you feel that difference, it changes the way you show affection. See you in the next video.